Russia has started using Bitcoin for payments. Now, that's on the government level, right? Governmental level, rather, I should say. Obviously, they're not affording the civilians, the everyday Russians, the same freedom. They, of course, have to use the rubles, right? But it's quite significant because we know that BRICS is a thing, and it's all part of the de-dollarization that got exacerbated by the sanctions that were put on Russia as a result of what's going on in Ukraine. Obviously, it started a little bit earlier than that. The whole sort of, superpower race to the top goes far back to the Soviet days, obviously. In terms of Bitcoin, obviously, Russia is not the first country to use Bitcoin or recognize Bitcoin in that way. We have El Salvador. We have, little cities in South Africa and distant places that a lot of people have never even heard of have been pioneering using Bitcoin almost as legal tender, if not officially, at least by a good percentage of the people that live there. But on the government level, for paying for international transactions, for, buying oil or whatever, Russia is a first, right? And it's a significant country, I think everybody would be in agreement with. So that's a big landmark when it comes to the progression of cryptocurrencies as they're used, as currency. Unfortunately, though, the regime in Russia isn't exactly what, Satoshi had in mind as the first customer for Bitcoin. That's really you and me, to liberate us from, such people as the government of Russia, the government of the United States, or any government for that matter. So cold. So anyway, I don't think the Russian government is what Satoshi had in mind when he built the crypto blockchain and the token of Bitcoin. But here we have it. Talking of which, right, the United States has a lot to worry about now. I know the one that we all see is the wildfires in LA and how much that's going to cost the economy. And believe me, that's going to cost a lot, right? As a lot of you have said in my comment section that are more familiar with the issue, the insurance companies had already wiggled out, man, out of the area because of bad management, what have you. It's almost as if they preempted it, like they knew something big was coming, right? Man, insurance is the biggest fraud ever, man. Starting with life insurance, man, you've got to die first before you can claim it. Absolutely crazy. And there's no guarantee that, they're going to pay out. And once you're gone, you're gone. You're not here to fight. I don't know, man. I hate insurance. The only reason why I pay insurance on anything is because it's absolutely mandated by law. Car insurance, whatever. But that's not the only expense, There's a lot of expense also to do with fire, but firepower, right? As we speak, American tax dollars are financing, and British tax dollars, by the way, are financing, things dropped. I can't say the words because I'm going to get my video shadow banned, right? But you know what I mean. Dropping presents all over the world, and each one of these little gift packages that are being dropped cost tens of thousands of dollars each. And there are hundreds of them dropped a day, thousands of them dropped a day. And all they do is print more money to pay for this stuff. Yeah, they tax you, they tax me, they tax everybody, whether or not you agree with it or not. It is what it is. And all that has to be paid for, right? All that has to be paid for. And how is that going to be paid for? Inflation. So your grandchildren are going to pay for it. Your great-grandchildren, their futures are already mortgaged off. Not unless you do something about it. And one of the only things that you can do is get yourself some generational wealth and store it in a way that is recession proof. which is crypto, Bitcoin, XRP, or whatever else. So in case you're new here and you're wondering, like, why is this guy outside in the freezing cold? And why isn't he safely at home behind his computer with good lighting and a great microphone? It's because I am doing a 2-hour walk on a daily basis. And I kind of use this as an accountability tool to keep me going, because I need all the motivation I can get in this crazy sub-zero temperatures. If I can get through these sub-zero temperatures, then the springtime is going to be extremely easy, let alone the summertime. Also, this might serve as some sort of inspiration to some of you that are watching and are looking to do something with a little bit of consistency. Consistency is key. If you want to achieve anything, you just got to put one foot in front of the other and keep going and keep going. And before you know it, the results start to compound. For instance, this is my 3rd week of doing this, right? I didn't actually start doing videos recorded from the first. I was already doing it for about a week or so before I started doing videos, right? But since then, I have dropped 7 kilograms, right? 7 kilograms. My target is 15, so I'm already halfway through. And we're still in January, bro. Yeah, because I've got to get, in the right physical fitness form to enjoy the gains, man, when the XRP runs, right? Also, like, dollar cost averaging, bro, is all about little pieces every day, little bits every day. It's, you're never too late, right? $1 a day, $2 a day, $10 a day. And before you know it, the year is over. You go $365, 600 and something dollars, heck, $1,000, depending on how much you put in. But then what also happens is, of course, the price goes up. It might do a 10x in the process, and you end up with thousands of dollars. And this is how it works. This is how it works. Even in traditional finance, you had compound interest, right? Just put a little bit at a time, start nice and early, and before you know it, it's amounted to something. So this isn't financial advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own research.